Peace be with you and welcome back to my channel for another video. I thank you for liking, sharing, and subscribing. And also feel free to click the notifications button. If my channel resonates with you, you will get a notification every time I have new content that's uploaded. So with every video, I always start out really briefly for people that are new to the channel, or if this is your first time seeing my video. The way my channel works is I channel direct messages from spirit. It is a gift that I've had all my life. And so with those messages, I am required to give that out to the collective, and also the ones that are truly just following their divine path and really going within to work on themselves. So again, if my channel resonates with you, you're more than welcome to stay. And again, peace be with you. So let's get into this message, because Spirit has been really active lately with this moon. This moon is what? Very powerful. Hasn't been in this position in the last 1,000 years. Is that correct? This lunar eclipse. So this is pretty phenomenal to my understanding. You can kind of feel the shift. It is really, really good and positive for people that truly understand the purging of things that we no longer need and now making room for all good things that we do need. This is a really good time. So I want to talk about what's good right now. Everything is all good for all the people that, again, you've done the work, you're going within, you're looking at yourself, no longer making excuses for why you aren't who you need to be in this life. Not because what mama did, not because of what happened to me when I was 5, not circumventing the process, right? Meaning we're doing our best to cloud our judgment when we know that we should be doing something else. No circumventing, right? Okay. So with that being said, the message is about spiritual muscle. When you have gotten to a point that you have mastered yourself on many different levels, of which that is the sole purpose for what we're all here for. Despite contrary belief, or popular belief, I should say, that is what we're all here to do, is to master ourselves and to ascend. That's it. And with every ascension, with every life, there's a responsibility. So at every level, in my opinion, when you overcome yourself, you gain spiritual muscle, right? So in the last video, I talked about allowing the universe to carry you. Literally, imagine what it felt like to be weightless, light, and grounded. Allowing the universe to carry you. To allow pure divine spirit to carry you. That means that you have exhaled into a pocket that is so secure in the universe that it simply guides you and you go with the flow of life, right? Even when things appear to be, something that you might not be able to make sense of in your human experience, spiritually, you know that God is guiding your steps. As it says in the Bible, a righteous man's steps are guided. His foot, her foot will never slip. So this is the message, spiritual muscle, right? Because once you attain a certain level of spiritual muscle, what does that mean? That means that you are able to sustain yourself. You are able to trust totally, completely in the divine providence, or whatever you conceive that all-knowing, beautiful presence to be, right? And then there are the ascended masters. Jesus has been getting a bad rap. People better lay off Jesus. Jesus is an ascended master. Period. I can attest to that for a fact, right? We got to really be careful as we get into this new age of understanding. And now we're all being flooded and bombarded with what it takes to have spiritual muscle and taking in information, right? That we have to filter through what is real and what's not. And oftentimes there's so much information that you can only go by the way the truth feels, as opposed to what information is being put before you, because it's substantial. It's a lot to take in, right? Read this book, read that book. I got this. The world keeps us very stimulated. Your phone is always giving you notifications. We're all connected, even if we're not in the same state. There's so many ways to communicate now, via satellite, phone, video, so we are connected. So in that, we're vibrating really, really high, right? And taking in a lot of information. So for me in this life, Jesus as an ascended master, that works for me. So I'm going to wrap my mind around that, and I'm going to stick to that in my life. But anybody that does not, hey, I don't fret that. I love when I see people who do what they need to do in order to get through life. And only you know that path. And so again, it's all good. So spiritual muscle consists of peace as a vibration, right? They always say beloved. When you really break that word down, it's saying be loved. But then in actuality, the root word is be love. So to be it, to embody the idea of what peace looks like, smells like, feels like inside of your internal body, inside of your bloodstream, your bones, your organs, you are peace. So therefore, your body is able to constantly support you in this life, because you need your legs, you need your arms, you need your eyes, you need your faculties in order to think your way to the next level, or move about certain things, or to put certain things in perspective based on what's already happened in your life prior to this moment. The mind, right? The body, the arms, the legs. So within spiritual muscle, right? Imagining that the universe is actually carrying us. So that means that everything that we need on our path is already there for us. All we have to do is be obedient. So we eliminate fear. That doesn't exist anymore. We use that for the time that we're supposed to. And now we appreciate faith, right? We have to put a positive spin on our experience with fear. So that's the way it works. Spiritual muscle. Build up your spiritual muscle. It is a scientific medical fact that anger, resentment breaks the immune system down, right? That's when people get to getting cold symptoms and they start barking, also known as a cough, because the body is saying, I want to speak. So the throat chakra can get blocked when we're not speaking in truth and speaking from our core, right? So if I come on, my voice is a simple vibration. It's melodic. It goes with the flow of the universe. When I speak in truth, it'll be a way that it feels, right? So if I'm speaking from a place of peace, then peace is what you should feel when you receive this message. That's the way it goes. It's a beautiful game of giving and receiving. As I give my gift away, the gift of clairvoyance, the gift of foresight, the gift of healing, whatever your gift is, right? The list goes on. It's infinite. I love Ephesians because it talks about that, right? Certain people that God has given certain gifts to. So collectively, we use our gifts. They all work together for the greater good of the divine plan. That's the way it works. Humanitarian work at its best when I use my gift, and everything is supplied for me. So this is a wonderful time to really walk through those doors, right? Being on the platforms that we want to be on. If you want to be an actor, all those things are right there. Whatever it is that you're wanting. I'm just naming a few things that are coming to mind. But whatever it is that you want to do, this is the time. The portals of goodness are open. The portals of positivity are pouring in. Everything that was lost is being restored, including your power, because you need power in order to move about your life. There are certain things that you want, and there are certain things that you absolutely need that are a necessity in order for you to get through life. Spiritual muscle. Let me tell you something about spiritual muscle. Spiritual muscle can break a generational curse. I know. On both sides of my family, I was born. I am the curse breaker. I have broken the curse, right? It stopped right here. It went no further. But that's how the divine is. The divine will send someone into the world to break a generational curse. So moving forward, what do the generations now coming after me look like? Moving forward into my bloodline, now that that curse has been broken, it shall no longer be passed on. My future generations will only hear stories and will be entertained of how we were before the curse was broken. They'll be entertained by it because that's what I want. I don't want anyone in the future of my generations, of my grandchildren's, to wrap their minds around anything dark, right? For what? We've already overcome the battle. The victory's been won, right? Spiritual muscle. So then my granddaughter's going to be stronger than me because that is what I want. I want my children to be smarter and stronger than me because I will need them when I get to 111. That's the way that that works. So you pass that down, right? It doesn't matter the people that are in love with their curses. Some people are in love with, their demons. They like it. They want to stay there. They want to continue to complain. Well, my grandmama did this. My mama did this. They will do that for the rest of however long they're allowed to do that. And it's sad because it really is a trick. It really is an illusion. It really is a delusional life. Because all one has to do is simply decide. Might be a little uncomfortable if you've been bred or led to be a certain way up to said point. It might be a little uncomfortable when you start to change your mindset from one way of thinking that was taught to you to a new way of thinking that you know is right because it feels every cell of your body. There are signals telling you this is the right way. So some things we have to unlearn. We have to remember that our mother and our fathers, they were once children. So be patient with them. They did the best that they could. This allows us to release, forgive, and now what? Now you're accountable. Now you know. We can continue to talk about the problem. Anybody that continues to talk about the problem with you is doing you a disservice in this life. Let's get to the solution. Let's go on because now we're in prime opportunity. The floodgates are opening. Prosperity is flowing to us in abundance that I promise you. I said your cup will overflow. I said that my cup would overflow. Baby, if I could tell you the truth, I need a trough. I need a bucket. I need more buckets to fill with these blessings that are coming down from the heavens. It is so wonderful to watch. And the most beautiful thing is watching us all be genuinely happy for one another. Everybody has what they need. What a beautiful place we are now changing the atmosphere into. So, spiritual muscle, going within so you don't have to go without, going within literally, getting grounded. When you feel that something is weighing you down, surrender it. How do you surrender? You take the biggest deep breath that you possibly can, and then you become weightless. Just like that. And you let the universe carry you. And you say, you know what, look, I know what I'm asking for. I'm committed. I'm obedient to this change. I'm looking at myself. So whatever this is, I'm going to need you to take this, God. I'm going to need the universe to carry me. It's no different than when you decide to float on your back and you don't kick your arms, you don't kick your legs, you don't go against the current. You are laying on your back against a bed of water. Be it the ocean or a swimming pool, and you are allowing the water to carry you. It is the same thing with the universe. I encourage you, focus on spiritual muscle. Once you have that good spiritual muscle, there's really nothing that can intercede that is contrary to what you're representing. Staying on that positive vibration, always invoking your angels and spirit guides as you go to the highest white light of existence. You will be ageless. You will be weightless. Your heart will have absolutely no burdens. God bless your heart as it is, as they say in Mayat. as light as a feather. Let your heart be in the present moment and know that the universe is holding your heart. So your heart is light. Laugh as much as possible because that keeps you healthy. That keeps you young. Keep your house happy. Children laughing in your house blesses your house. Let the children run and laugh. Let them. Right? It's just a house. You can't take it with you. And guess what? My favorite thing to remind everybody of is you're not going to make it out alive. The BMW can't go with you. The master's degree can't go with you. And your 10,000 square foot house can't go with you. I'm being facetious, but it can't. It's only things that you need while you're here. So take that pressure off yourself. Let your shoulders be light. Let your jaws be light. Pay attention to what you're thinking. Obsessively, compulsively spy on yourself. Pay attention to your own thoughts. Right? Audit yourself. Check yourself. Holy Spirit, check me. Anything going on in here in me that needs to come out, I need you to take it out. I don't know how it's going to come out, but you need to take it out. Because I'm ready. I'm ready to move that out and feel that with some peace, some joy, loosing all those things for myself. Because you said, whatever I loose here in the earth, the angels are going to take the call. So they're going to loose it in heaven as well. That's the law, right? Now, the law of physics, allowing yourself as matter to be carried by the divine providence, by the universe, going with the flow. Don't go against the grain, because going against the grain is hard and it's unnecessary. Spiritual muscle. So that's my message for today. Real short, real quick. Peace be with you. And happy manifestations. Let's manifest wisely because we are absolutely responsible for anything that we put out. Peace be with you.